Harewood, a retired senior lecturer, School of Veterinary Medicine, University of the West Indies. This farm is located in Tableland, which is situated between Princestown and Rio Claro. It's just a shade less than 5 acres. I think about a few perches and one rood, less than 5 acres. While it doesn't have a name, it's actually going to be called, in the not too distant future, roods and perches. So letting the secret out of the bag. Work started on this farm from scratch, literally 9-8 years ago in March of 2012. Well, in short answer, it was the officer for the area, Ms. Anaashrita Lawrence, who is the cocoa development company of Trinidad and Tobago officer for this area. She's the one who prompted me. I really had, to be quite honest, no intention of entering. It never crossed my mind. But at that time, I had a lot of, I had beans, and I thought, well, you know, I would enter. If she kept asking me and to use the Trinidad term, you know, how it would look if I didn't do it. Well, there are quite a number of persons. At least 4 officers from the Cocoa Development Company of Trinidad and Tobago. I've already mentioned one, Anaashrita Lawrence, who is the officer for this area. But also I got assistance from Mr. Polai, who is the officer for Rio Claro. A lot of assistance from Matthew Escalante, especially in terms of fermentation. And there is one person called Sadika. In fact, when I was learning about cocoa about growing cocoa in around 2010, she actually provided, you know, was one of my tutors. And then I will also need to mention that I have a mentor locally here in Tableland, an old cocoa farmer who is now in his 70s, Mr. Gaia. And he used to come around very often. Every so often I invite him. Gaia, come and see what I'm doing, give me a mark out of 10, how the cocoa trees come in, what I need to do. And he always came, and hopefully we will meet him later on. January 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. And he came and he actually worked one day in the month of December 2016. I remember that well. So 4.5 years roughly. Yeah? I'd like to use this opportunity to introduce Mr. Junior Wilson. Mr. Wilson has been assisting me now for the last 4.5 years. And really and truly, like I say in all honesty, if it was not for him, we would not be here today. With his arrival, I have been able to actually start practicing farming as opposed to just a little hobby playground as it was up until 4.5 years ago. And literally about a year after that is when I made the contact with CDC. So I hope you're getting the picture now. This area, these trees that we are looking at and the area we have been, could be considered one's pride and joy. These were the first trees I planted, that were planted in late middle of 2012 when we started. The short answer is yes. I was pleasantly surprised, mainly because I never really had any intention of entering the competition, and in the end I entered because I had beans and I thought, well, it would allow a good opportunity to find out, you know, the nature and the quality of your beans, you know, where I fit in that whole, you know, quality terrain. So yes, I mean, surprise is an understatement. To represent your country. That's all I can say. It's really much an honor. Well, it was a desire that in my retirement stage of life to be engaged in a healthy, non-sedentary lifestyle which incorporates my love for physical work, my genuine love for sunshine and being close to nature, and also my love for spending time in contemplating in nature. So the idea of a hobby farm in my ancestral home seemed to be a way that would make all these things come together. I want to thank my parents, all my teachers, because they all instilled in me, if you're going to do something, do it to your best. And I sort of ran with that idea and continue to up to this day. And that's basically it. I have one real vision. And the vision is to be able to consistently produce cocoa beans at a high quality. So those persons who are interested in buying high quality, premium quality cocoa beans could know that they have a stop where their expectations will be exceeded. I think you want to spend some time to learn and to know, get information on what is the best practice or best practices, and actually practice them, do them. Then submit your beans just for the fun of the competition and allow the result to guide you to improve on your performance. That would be my advice.